set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Easy, easy. Check guard, check guard. Slam, slam, slam.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked in turn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Stafford. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, here's Coleman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Shotgun now for Carr. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down. On the screen, this is Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And the Saints first down.
What now?
Carr now on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr, flush to his right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble lost by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Bang, 22, 59. Real right, 22.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Show it up. Leave it.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Set. 180. Easy, alert. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey. Mark 54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all
Operating from the gun. Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
26-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The 41-yard line.
third down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Screen pass to Lindsey. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
59! Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. White, just make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first down, Stafford here. And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Carr. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Complete.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, it's Carr. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Carr will try it again on second down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of The Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Rager on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside.
Sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
51 to Mike. One, later one. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, pop.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Express. 7:34. One, later one. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
On first down at Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Easy. Monday.
To throw again. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10-yard line in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Buccaneers, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Stafford slings this deep from McLaurin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Right there. 54, right there. 11. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, 5-0.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Carr to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Saints 42, Buccaneers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Point after, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down.
The Saints first down.
Carr completes it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Saints.
Hey, let's go. Express. Stop your whining. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Carr to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Again, it's Carr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints are pouring it on.
Lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Right there, 54, right
50. Hey, go here.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This ball complete to Rager. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Rager, 83 yards. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Callaway, the return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 56, Buccaneers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6
put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Stafford here, coming off his pick six. Slings this deep for, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Stafford on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I got one. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Terry McLaurin.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pick it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch switch.
Throwing again is Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Good. Makes the score Saints 56.
So would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Check 59. Mike is 50.
Carr going to throw here, staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Over on downs.
260.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And incomplete on a deep ball. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Easy. 22.
Mike 51.
On 4th down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Always got some breathing room. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Coleman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Saints 63, Buccaneers 28.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 29. Touchdown.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Today's final score, Saints 60.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now.